What is this? Mike from PA wants you to react to this. A rare look inside police training in Utah. Shots fired.
Threat. It's not to hurt someone. It's not to kill someone. It's to
Police get their basic training in Utah during 16 weeks at Peace Officers Standards and Training, known as POST. They spend time inside the classroom and out, and towards the end go through 5 days of intensive scenario training. Salt Lake Tribune reporter Peyton Harkins and producer Abby Ellis were allowed to observe sessions over several months.
What is the most important thing we got to take care of when we first get any scene? Officer and scene safety.
Sergeant Scott Lauritsen oversees the scenario training at...
Bro, look at that, dude. They're all Thumbelina, dude. Every single cop. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Cop phrenology is real. Phrenology is obviously fucking antiquated, racist bullshit, except for fucking cops. All cops are thumbs, dude. A cat. I mean, these guys were literally just born. They were born to be fucking Leos, dude.
POST.
Do we continue our investigation? The absolute most important thing.
Motherfucker, the irony of wearing a thin blue line. Wait,
Oversees
hold
the
on.
scenario training at POST.
The irony of wearing a thin blue line mask and wearing it incorrectly is not lost upon me, considering the fucking reality that like the #1 killer of cops is COVID. It's like the #1 killer of American cops is COVID. Okay? And this guy's like wearing a fucking mask that's like, cops are under attack, like they're being murdered. Meanwhile, like they're being murdered by COVID.
Do we continue our investigation? The absolute most important thing is officer safety. So all of the other procedural stuff that they learn will be at their own individual agencies. And so we really...
He's the most jacked thumb. Like this is like, that's why he's the main thumb. Like he trains all the other thumbs and makes them more thumb-like.
Highlight that officer safety issue. Do we allow people to point guns at us?
No.
We go home. Those that we're dealing with will go home if they choose to.
No.
Right? But we go home, we protect ourselves, protect our partners, protect those innocent bystanders.
Was there anything that happened during the argument?
Hey, why are the cops here?
The cadets are put through role-playing, from traffic stops,
You ran that stop sign over there.
domestic violence situations, to dealing with some
Why aren't they shooting? Wait, when they're doing GTA roleplay, why are all the people that they're dealing with white? Is that why? They should put some black people in the situations so they learn not to fucking be so trigger happy, you know?
someone experiencing a mental health crisis.
We have role players and an evaluator. We have guidelines and kind of how we want the role players to respond to certain stimulus that the cadets are giving them.
Is there a weapon behind there?
I haven't seen one.
You don't know. Will our officer safety become laxed in these, or will it
Oh shit, dude. Mega thumb.
become heightened? But what are you seeing?
Relax. I just want to get down to his level of training. Just talk
Okay,
more.
so you're trying to be empathetic at the sacrifice of your officer safety.
And so as we're going through these different scenarios, we're trying to get them to understand the importance of, if I'm going to be safe, I have to understand everything that's going on around me.
Jesse,
Especially because he's wearing red too.
police, come out and talk to us, would you?
I'm not coming out.
You're not coming out?
The instructors push them to make life and death decisions.
Put the gun down. Cassie, can you put the gun down for me? You come out and pull it up.
Mike free.
No, stop. You see the problem here? What happened to our officer safety? Why are we not?
That's why you're supposed to come in and start shooting. What happened to officer safety? You come in, she's got a gun, you shoot her. The fuck do you mean? It's called suicide by cop for a reason, brother. You're supposed to do the suiciding. Okay, you're supposed to assist. It's called voluntary active euthanasia. Okay, it's the most liberal point that us cops or otherwise hogs have. We are engaging in a process where we do voluntary active euthanasia. We oblige.
Not recognizing that as a gun pointed at us. When you think of a gun be pointed at you, what do you think? You think this, right? Do we think of this? or this, or whatever it is. Is that what we think of?
No.
Seems casual. It doesn't seem threatening.
Okay.
Well, she's spinning it
And where is her finger?
on the trigger, right? But that's why.
So would you have shot?
That's really hard.
No, it's not really hard.
It is hard for me.
It's really simple.
Because if I shot her and then I don't think.
Do you let a gun be pointed at you? Yes or no?
I want.
Oh, this is where they. Oh, okay, got it. No, now I understand. Okay, it's simple. Yes, you shoot them. Someone has a gun, you shoot them. It's simple. Motherfucker's like, I came here to help people. Like that's kind of. It's funny. Like you're watching him become more thumb-like through this process. He's like, well, I joined the academy so I could help people. He's like, no, it's kill or be killed, brother. Murder the fucking murderer.
I'm gonna say no, but
Do you let a gun be pointed at your partner? Then what's the argument? Why is it so hard?
because we have to live with it.
I wonder what Cassie would think of where
You're in
I
the
live
wrong
if he
profession,
thinks
my
that
friend,
about
if you
West
can't live with
Hollywood
that.
Crazy I grew
Yeah,
up
easy
in the Lava
shoot,
Ghetto.
dude. Why are you taking such a cringe POV? If you showed up any scene with a gun and I had a gun, I'd shoot you. Okay.
Born in 1964, he paid for me to skip the top of
This
the
is
hour, and I
fucking
love him for it.
insane.
Thanks, Daddy Bezos.
And it's like people who are there, like the whole point is to de-escalate. Okay? The entire point of a police officer in that situation is to be a force that de-escalates. Not fucking come in guns blazing. What the fuck?
How many of you made that decision? 1 out of 7. You are 3 weeks from that being a real
Happy
gun, a real
Thanksgiving,
bullet, a
Hasan.
real death. And you don't know if you can live with that? Wow.
I love the thin blue line narrative because like it also straight up fucking I mean, I guess it corresponds to the way that these hogs operate, where it's like we're constantly under threat, we're constantly in danger, we're constantly at the threat of being murdered at gunpoint or whatever, right? And that's why I gotta shoot. It's kill or be killed. It's kill or be killed, brother. It's like, dude, you literally have a guy who wants to put his life on the line to de-escalate the situation. Okay? Like this person in that brief moment is like, I want to put my life on the line. I thought that was what being a cop was about. Okay? Because it's supposed to be that. That's what they show you in the movies. When you watch movies, cops are like, you know, they're rushing in and they're trying to help and, you know, they put their fucking bodies on the line. They put their lives on the line. But in real life, especially in America, it's like, fuck that. I'm not going to run. Dude, I had 3 hot dogs earlier. One was a chili dog. I don't want fucking shit coming out of the bottom of my shoe because I'm about to diarrhea poopy myself if I run. You know, fuck that. I'll just shoot him from afar. I'll shoot him from my fucking cop car. You know? So you have a brief moment where someone's like, I think I should be heroic in this situation. I should do what, like, we fantasize what cops do all the time. And it's being violently beaten out of him. There's a very famous case, I forget, I think it was in Virginia, where there was a military veteran who was fired from the fucking force because he showed up first to a suicide by cop situation and he didn't fucking shoot. And he was in the process of de-escalating. A second fucking cruiser comes in and immediately pops the dude. Okay, there's a guy, he's very clearly going through a mental breakdown. Okay, the first cop that rolls up is a military veteran, okay? And he's just like, whoa, 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 calm down. He's like trying to fucking talk to him, right? He's trying to talk him down, trying to talk him down. This actually happened, by the way. This is like a legit thing that happened, what I'm telling you. I forget what it was a famous case. I've actually talked about this before. I've like written a story about this before. But he's trying to de-escalate and he's in the process of de-escalating. Okay. Oh, here it is, West Virginia. Yeah, there's a lawsuit too. A cop was fired for not shooting the armed suicidal suspect. Former police officer Stephen Mater went up and was talking to a person. Second fucking cruiser rolls up, immediately pops him. Okay, and then they fired this dude. They fired him because he was trying to be a good cop. Okay, He was literally trying to. 40 officers patrolled a small town in northern panhandle of the state, which between Ohio and Pennsylvania has the distinction of being the only U.S. city that sits in one state while its borders touch two other states. He's a Marine vet who was in Afghanistan, and he filed a lawsuit against his police department because he didn't appear angry or aggressive. He appeared depressed, he said. He was 26 at the time, or a little bit younger than that, actually. And the person that was 23. Mater said the first arrive on the scene were Williams, 23. Oh, no, sorry. He was he came in and tried to de-escalate the situation. According to the former officer's lawsuit, Williams' girlfriend had called 911 because he was threatening to hurt himself with a knife. Mater ordered Williams to show him his hands. When he did, Mater said he saw Williams was holding a silver handgun. Mater, who drew his own gun, told Williams to drop his and said the visibly choked up man told him, "I can't do that, just shoot me." Over and over again, Mater said Williams pleaded for Mater to shoot him. Mater said he was certain Williams was trying to commit suicide by cop. He didn't appear angry or aggressive, said Mater. He seemed depressed. As a Marine vet that served in Afghanistan as an active member of the National Guard, all my training told me he was not a threat to others or to me. Because of that, I attempted to de-escalate the situation. I was just doing my job.
How is this possible?
And as Mater was trying to get Williams to drop his gun, two other Weirton police officers arrived on scene. And when Williams raised his gun, one of them immediately shot Williams in the head, killing him. The gun wasn't loaded, by the way. They fucking fired him. The Weirton Police Department notified Mater that his employment had been terminated 1 month after the shooting. And they said it's because you didn't prioritize the safety of your officers and yourself. So they fucking fired him, dude. Yeah. So remember, when I say fucking ACAB, or when I say the system is completely fucking broken, or when I say like policing in this country is just like fundamentally broken, this is what I mean. I mean, that's one anecdote, right? That's like one singular instance. But it's an entire culture that revolves around like pinning police officers as an occupying force against every single person that they're supposed to exert their authority over. Like they are an enemy combatant. They treat everyone like they're a fucking potential enemy combatant. That's not what it is. These people are not a part of our communities. They're not like living in our neighborhoods. They're not. They live in fucking auxiliary neighborhoods where they're surrounded by other fucking cops and other reactionary pieces of shit, and they come into the city and they fucking supposedly police the city. Why the fuck would they do a good job? And then our tax dollars fund their neighborhood, their reactionary neighborhood, to have the best possible fucking, they fund their salaries, and then also their property taxes, and also their schools.
How many brothers do you have out here? How many sisters? They mean less to you than a mental subject. You go home, you soul search.
Think about that. Even the fucking, look at the dehumanization. Chat. This is supposed to be training on how to deal with someone who is experiencing mental unrest. And the trainer is upset that he didn't immediately shoot the person and literally said mental subject, like dehumanizing the person that you're there to deal with.
So it's been 1 year.
Holy fucking shit.
Being so thankful for all that
and you figure it out.
Even though I'm mostly
And if that question
Hassan,
hasn't been
Hassan,
answered
Hassan,
tomorrow,
Hassan,
I suggest you don't come back.
Being a police officer, you may in your career be required to take a life. When you're faced with that situation, if you have not come to the reality that you may have to do that, and now you're processing through it.
By the way, remember, chat, they're doing this on camera. Like, that's not like, ooh, oops, you got caught on candid camera. Like, no, they know that there are journalists in the room with them. Okay? There are journalists in the room. Pussy ass, lip tart ass, socialist ass PBS, frontline journalists collaborating with the Salt Lake
Hey, it's
Tribune.
Dominic from the Jubilee video.
More
I
like
didn't
Socialist
win $1
Lake
million.
Tribune.
I just used the word
And
win
these
because
fucking
influencers
hogs are just like,
overpaid
you need to
myself,
murder.
but it
You need to
took
fucking murder them.
$100
You
to
need to-
videos and 10,000 filmed videos to earn the money.
What do you say? Wait, did you just gift $100? What the fuck? Hey, it's Dominic from the Jubilee video. I didn't win the $1 million. I just used the word win because influencers are overpaid like myself, but it took 800 posted videos and 5,000 filmed videos to earn the money. Oh shit. I thought it was like a one-off. See, I misunderstood that. Anyway, thank you for the $100, dude. Imagine thinking Avenged Sevenfold's a good band, broadcasting your
First
badass taste and
trimester
daddy
over.
issues with all
6
one
more
shirt.
months for Hasan Jr.
He also gifted fucking 25 big ones after too. Look, if you have family members that are on the precipice of becoming cops, I'm telling you, they're gonna be fucking anti-vaxxer hogs. It's just the reality. If you don't mind that, because I know that you have family members, there's a lot of people that probably already are. Dominic and Andre with a 50 gifted subs. Dude, okay, dude, chill, bro. We got it. You're flexing. This motherfucker's straight flexing up in here, bro. He's like, yeah, what's up, dude? You talk shit about me in the fucking Jubilee video? Guess what, dude? Here's another 50 big ones. Okay? But anyway, as I was saying, if you have family members that are cops, you already know this, okay? Like, I know some cops as well. Not in my family, but I have, like, close friends that I see as family who have family members who are cops who I know very well. They're hogs. It's just how it is. They just literally, they get fucking a brain broken into, becoming straight up hogs. There's a reason why, like, 84% voted for Donald Trump. 84% of police officers voted for Donald Trump.
What? How effective is
I
your
gotta pee. I'll
decision
be
gonna
back.
be? So yeah, absolutely. To put on this badge and to put a gun on your hip to go into somebody's house to protect them, if you haven't made that decision that taking someone's life may be a possibility, it's too late then.
We don't want to shoot people, okay? But who makes that decision?
Hope everyone is having a good
Bear
day
with me for a
today.
minute. When you picture criminal, what do you think? Have you pictured somebody you love? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, can I kill a kid? Can I shoot a grandma? Can I shoot a mom? Can I shoot a dad? Can I shoot a brother? Because if you can't, it's not you that's going to get hurt, it's your partner. How many of you have been to an officer's funeral? How was it?
Not sure.
Did you know him?
I didn't.
How bad would that be if that was your partner and you knew that was your fault?
Life changing? Way worse.
Over the past 10 years, 15 police officers died on the job in Utah, 10 of them killed by a suspect.
As you're walking the halls doing these trainings, there's this giant memorial to all the officers in Utah who have been killed. It's massive. The wall is this physical reminder of what they learn in training. If you mess up, it means either
massive, bro. 15. Literally, I'm willing to bet. Okay, what's the KD ratio is a good question. I'm willing to bet big chunk of them heart disease, running, having a heart attack while running, car accidents because they're fucking blasting through red lights, and maybe like one out of all of them is like a line of duty death where like someone shoots at them. Okay. Now, of course, now that number has probably exploded. Why, you might ask? Yeah, because being a cop is the most dangerous, most thankless job in America. Well, no, because it's COVID and they're hogs and they're fucking hogs and they're dying because they keep getting COVID and not getting vaccinated. So they keep dying and over and over and over again. They keep dying from COVID.
Omega thumb.
And the ones that aren't dying from COVID are like, well, you know what? I love looking at this shit. The fucking dispel the notion that like they're all dying on the line of duty, and what they're dying from is like always like they put the canine units too.
Guys, I need a hobby.
Hassan didn't listen to the vid. What did they say? 10 out of 15? No shot. I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Your life could be taken. It's memorial to all the officers in Utah who have been killed. It's massive. The wall is this physical reminder of what they learn in training. If you mess up, it means either your life could be taken or your partner's life could be taken. And you're taught you don't want your name to end up on this wall.
You ready?
They said 15 died from suspects over the 10 years. Out of all the cops that have fucking died over the course of 10 years in the line of duty, only 15 of them? No shot. Wait, 10 out of 15? There is 0% chance that 10 out of 15 cops that die in the line of duty are being killed by perps, okay? No fucking shot is that true.
Over the past 10 years, 15 police officers died on the job in Utah. 10 of them killed by a suspect.
It's insanely high percentage-wise. Okay, where the fuck is it? List the 19 people killed by police in Utah in 2018. Like, that percentage is actually super high. Obviously, 10 years, 10 deaths, it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's literally nothing. But even then, the rate of people that have died exclusively on the line of duty is 15, and 10 of them have been shot. That's crazy. Killed by a suspect after running after them. Yeah, the Fallen in Utah. There was a shooting. He was shot and killed while investigating a family fight. Woman called 911 to report her husband. Wait, what? The suspect opened the door and shot Officer Lindsay in the head. Age 29, Provo Police Department shooting. Salt Lake officers responded to business burglary.
She's got blue.
Brigham City annual physics standards test. Yeah, 911. Sorry, I keep fucking it up. The number of people shot by police was 30 in 2010. Utah Attorney General Office surprised police shot at so many people in 2020. Tribune and Frontline collaborate to investigate police duty.
Going vegan.
Oh, they shot 30 people. So over the course of the past 10 years, 10 people have been shot at and killed on the line of duty. Whereas even in 2020 alone, they've shot at 30 people. Where are these hundreds of COVID police deaths you mentioned found? Literally all around the fucking country, dog. What the fuck do you mean? In Florida alone, let's see. Florida cops. COVID is the #1 killer of Florida cops right now. Here you go. COVID-19 has become the #1 cop killer. COVID-19 has been the #1 cop killer of law enforcement officers in 2020 and 2021 to date, according to the Officer Down Memorial page, which tracks line of duty deaths. Why would you ever fucking think that this is like not real? Like, are you fucking stupid? Five times as many police officers have died from COVID-19 as from gunfire since the start of the pandemic.
4 months, baby pog.
5x, motherfucker. 5x. 5 times more officers have fucking died of COVID than they've died. Police in Utah kill more than gang members do. That's not surprising.
1 year, let's go.
Utah police officers have killed more civilians than gang members, drug dealers, or child abusers have over the past 5 years, according to a new report from the Salt Lake Tribune. Use of deadly force by police is the second most common circumstance in which Utahs are killed each Other over that time period? Are you
Definitely learn more
fucking
here than
kidding
in my
me?
University.
Cop kills are the second most common circumstance in which Utahs are killed. Like when one Utah person kills another, okay? A Ute. When one Ute kills another in the state of Utah, cop kills are the second highest? Well, what's number one then? Probably vehicle accidents, right? I assume. Oh, only intimate partner violence killed more people. Oh, so they don't count those. They're not talking about vehicular violence.
Arjan,
Jesus
11 months.
fucking Christ,
Still waiting
dude.
for you to return from the store with the baby formula for our sub baby.
But in 2014, more Utes have died to police use of deadly force than violence between spouses and dating partners. The numbers reflect that there could be an issue, and it's going to take a deeper understanding of these shootings. When you look at the causes of death statistics, COVID is what, 66% of deaths? COVID-19, dude. Look at this. 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 Remember when I told you a lot of them fucking die? Gunfire inadvertent is when they're shot in friendly fire. You have a motorcycle crash, you have a heart attack, 16, motorcycle crash, you're struck by vehicle, training accident, vehicle pursuit, vehicular assault, weather, natural disaster, 9/11 related illness, assault, automobile crash, 20, COVID cracking it, dude. Absolutely fucking obliterating. So high that it's more than the rest of it combined. So this notion that like cops are being fucking brutally murdered by gunfire is a ridiculous one, okay? And that's just in 2021. In the last 5 years, 72 Utahns have been killed by cops. If we extrapolate to 10 years, it's like 140. So at least 14 KDR from those in the chat wondering. Yeah. Their fucking KDA is high as fuck, dude. They're doing Call of Duty on Utah. Oh, by the way, a bunch of them are dogs too. That's also true. I keep forgetting. But actually, no, maybe not. See, this doesn't seem like it because they're showing the canine do these separately. But, or wait, maybe not because it's saying total. Yeah, maybe it's not separate. Sometimes they don't fucking separate them. In a lot of instances, they'll do anything to fucking pad the numbers. They'll add the canine deaths into the situation. What's up? What are you
Thanksgiving.
Doing? Oh. Cops are willing to protect themselves by blasting a civilian in the face, but when it comes to COVID, nah, bro, they ain't vaccinated, just willing to die, I guess, because it's fake. Brother, because COVID, you can't fight the COVID particulates. They're too tiny, brother. I'm trying to shoot the COVID out of my system, but I can't shoot it. I can't shoot the COVID out of my system, brother. I'm trying.
As you're walking the halls doing these trainings, there's this giant memorial to all the officers in Utah who have been killed. It's massive. The wall is this physical reminder of what they learn in training. If you mess up, it means either your life could be taken or your partner's life could be taken. And you're taught you don't want your name to end up on this wall.
You ready? All right, next
13 months.
Many of the scenarios we observed would turn out to be worst case and end in a shooting.
I was watching Apex and somehow your stream was playing through my mic and he called me cringe for watching you. Also, he said he would rather be caught watching trans porn, asshole. Dude, who cares? What a fucking loser. And he's transphobic.
4 months.
Fuck that guy.
I heard shots inside and I'm too afraid to go in there, please.
Like this one, where a woman calls 911 and says her husband and son have shot themselves.
Police, is anybody in there?
It's not long after the cadets show up that she ends up stabbing one of them.
Hey,
bang, 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 bang.
Dispatch, we have an officer down, roll medical.
And her husband wakes up and starts firing at the others.
Bang, 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 bang.
And this one,
We're just gonna let you off with a warning today, okay?
where a routine traffic stop turned into a hostage situation.
One leading cause of death for cops, not wearing a seatbelt. They still won't buckle up despite knowing
Every
this.
situation that
Officers
we
act-
send police officers in doesn't require lethal force.
But they just keep doing it, regardless. Bro, this training is dog shit. Like, I mean, it looks...
Made it past the
You want to know
9-month
why this
mark.
training is dog shit?
Yeah,
Because it looks fun, okay? It's precisely that reason why it looks dog shit. Like, it is dog shit. Because, like, it just literally, you're just blasting. Like, no pixel has better fucking training. You're literally just blasting non-fucking stop, dude. You're just LARPing and blasting. If that's the way they train these motherfuckers, holy shit, dude, of course they're blasting.
But if we take an officer's career, how many situations are they going to be in, let's say, in a 20-year career? Thousands, right? But we only have these cadets for 5, 6 days, maybe 7 days at the most. So we have to take this experience of a 20-year career and condense that into a few days. And so,
Bro, hold up. I want to know a number, okay? Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. In 2020, there were 696,000 full-time law enforcement officers in the United States. Okay? 55 of them died to gunfire. 55. So, like, I want you to comprehend
13 months Pogger's comrade COVID.
how unlikely and how tiny this occurrence is. And for those people saying like, oh, how many of those were like situations where they shot first and didn't die? It's like, that's also ridiculous. Because even if you add up the instances where they shot and killed someone, it's still a fucking minuscule amount. The way cops behave and the way cops like present themselves, the blue line narrative, you would think that like they're being shot at every fucking day. There's a reason why. There is a reason why.
You need to go a little further back in the video. The guy said if you can't shoot a kid, you shouldn't be a cop cause that could risk their partner.
Yeah, I heard. That's why you guys kept saying. Like the way they talk about this, you'd think like, 10,000 cops die a year or some shit. And even then, they killed 1,000 people in 2020. They killed 1,000 people in 2020, and I think like what? How many people died? How many fucking cops died total in 2020? How many Leos died to gunshots in 2020? What the fuck? It's not letting me access the officer fatalities report now. What? It was 255, right? 264 was COVID, and 55. That's what we looked at. 55 fucking cops. 37 U.S. police officers were murdered in the first 5 months.
I
What?
tell my parents I wanted to tell someone that I just started testosterone. Here are some celebration bits.
55 was in 2021. Oh, okay. Wasn't it in DC last time we checked? No, I think it was like not including friendly fire. No cap, that was a dense subject for some people. High school friend who went to college for psych got blasted by a kid doing car theft, trying to de-escalate. He was 28. Anyway, 45 gunfire deaths in 2020. 40 fucking 5, dude. They killed at a fucking more than 100x rate. Well, not 100x, but almost 100x rate. 50x.
Hello chat, it's been a while.
No, 20x. I'm just like, my math is hard. Okay? 20x, not 100x. Meanwhile, in the entirety of the year, Germany, police shot 14 people in 2019 and 301 over the last 30 years. It's nuts.
So we try and hit such a wide variety of scenarios to open their eyes to the possibility.
I'm almost, what's the number? Don't cops kill like 14 dogs a day or something? Or more than that.
But the focus on worst-case scenarios has become increasingly controversial among experts in the field who are concerned about police shootings.
Keep educating.
The essence of what we would call fear-based training is the training on the possibility of an action versus the probability of an action.
Randy Shrewsbury worked as a police...
Nice misinformation. What's the misinformation? You have 30 seconds to respond before you get banned. It was 25 to 30 dogs a day. What's the misinformation?
Let's go.
Quick. Dude, what is happening? Why can't I fucking go into any of these websites? DOJ, police shooting family dogs has become an epidemic.
55
Cops in this country kill so many dogs each year that a specialist at the Department of Justice Community-Oriented Program Services office has become an epidemic. The DOJ estimates that around 25 to 30 dogs are killed by cops every day, with some numbers as high as 10,000 per year. I said 14. Where's the misinfo? Where's the misinfo? Where's the misinfo? My bad, I was wrong. Shut the fuck up then, bitch. Dummy. Don't come in so fucking hot.
Police officer in multiple departments around the country. He now advocates for reforming police training. We showed him some of the scenarios we filmed at Post.
Part of the problem that we have resides in this scenario-based training because it's this kind of endless exploration of what could happen, for which then officers in every circumstance of their job is feeling some level of threat. But the problem becomes is that when you're reacting to anecdotes or to situations that could possibly happen, you start to kind of create a narrative into the officer's mind, which is placing them on edge.
Get on the ground or I'm going to shoot you! Get out! Get on the ground now!
Hands are up. Black Lives Matter, you guys know the drill! Why did you shoot?
What? Black Lives Matter? You guys know the drill, by the way. Dude, vegans are so fucking brain dead. Dude, eat some fucking red meat, dumbass. Like, your brain is clearly not working. If you're a vegan and you have a utilitarian position that your ultimate goal is to fucking minimize animal cruelty, why the fuck would you come in here and like care more about the hypocrisy of me talking about fucking dogs being murdered? Okay? Rather than turn around and just be like, yeah, actually, you're right. But you can't fucking help yourself. Because you're too stupid. You're like one of those fucking cringy LARPer anarchist ass fucking vegans who's like, you know, making video compilations about how he's like gonna fucking free a pig farm or some shit.
Because large guys. They jumped out of the vehicle. They're both coming at us.
What's the point you're trying to make? The police training is too short, yet you still want to lower their funding? I don't get it. First and foremost, I want to make sure that there are less fucking cops overall, okay? Over-policing is a significant problem. I want to make sure that there are less cops. I want to make sure that it's also a higher standard. I want to make sure that when there are less cops that you need to put on fucking payroll, then all of a sudden you have more funds to be able to shift over to training and making sure that these people have like actual adequate de-escalation training. I also want to make sure that all the cops that work inside of a fucking city are actually from that city to ensure that they live in the same communities that they're supposed to be policing. I want to demilitarize the police force. I don't think they need the amount of guns that they currently have. I don't think they need the fucking cool toys that they currently have. I also want to make sure that it's not 3 weeks of fucking training and it's actually years of fucking training. You have a person who's out here with a weapon, who's above the law, who can kill you and not even face financial or criminal punishment. That's completely insane to me. Okay, if you're gonna have that kind of responsibility, then the training should be a lot longer. Now, if you think that cops have not been adequately funded this entire time and like giving them more money is going to somehow solve this problem, and they're finally going to train themselves, well, I got a bridge to sell you. I got an NFT of a bridge to sell you, you fucking dumb hog-brained dipshit. Clearly, we've been giving them more and more money every single fucking year, and yet police brutality is an ongoing problem. As a matter of fact, it's gotten worse over the fucking years. So what's up? Their funding keeps growing.
You need a college degree to teach children.
Their funding keeps growing, and yet they're still ever more brutal than they ever have. So shut the fuck up. Perhaps that's not working. Perhaps we should try something different.
"15 months. Let's go."
So not only do you want less funding, you want the funds to be used differently? Absolutely. And if you think that that's a controversial position, I don't know what to fucking tell you, you goddamn idiotic bootlicker. I literally pay their fucking salaries. I would like to make sure that they're not running around being operating like a hostile force on marginalized people, beating the shit out of homeless people, and fucking killing poor people on a regular basis, or dogs too. Yes. We pay their salaries. They're public servants, okay? They're supposed to serve and protect us. It doesn't, on the side of the cop car, it says protect and serve the people, okay? Protect and serve. It doesn't say, I'm here to kill you, okay? Maybe they should change that. Why are you advocating to make your life worse? You have a mansion security guard, checkmate? Of course, totally, I do. Yes, I do. Don't come to my $7 gazillion mansion. I have a security guard and a fucking turret on top of it. Okay, anyway, they're fucking peace officers. They're supposed to be creating a presence of peace. I'm not one of these people that thinks we literally just should abolish police in its entirety, okay? I think there's always going to be a need for a group of individuals, either that we democratically vote on or whatever the fuck, that still needs to maintain the presence of law and order, okay? It's just the reality. There's always going to be edge cases that want to do fucked up shit. That needs to be stopped. There's always going to be need for someone to solve crimes, okay? That's not what cops do currently for the most part. But there's always going to be instances where there's a need, right? For a group of people like that. Lib shit, true delusion. Nope, lib shit. Man, shut the fuck up. Just because I'm not an anarchist doesn't mean I'm a liberal, okay? Like, if anything, I'm more ML and less liberal than you are, you anarchist idiot. Shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid anarchist ass up. Go back to fucking Chaz or Chop or whatever the fuck. And, have you suck and fuck fest where your own private militia ends up murdering black teenagers, okay? It's different when the private militia is the one that's murdering the black teenagers. Very different than when cops do it. Okay? Shut your stupid ass up. Go take a shower. It's just like funny when anarchists say you're being a liberal. Like, yeah, I'm being a liberal. You're right, dude. Different opinion ban? I mean, I just straight up didn't do that. By the numbers you showed on stream, cop death rate is 7.89 per 100,000. By comparison, farmers and agriculture workers is 22. Construction workers is 12.5 per 100,000. Being a cop is much safer than they propagandize. Yes. They don't even, depending on the year, they literally fucking don't even make it to the top 20 most dangerous jobs in this country. So yeah, it is a totally propagandized bullshit fucking position.
Daddy, please top me.
What did he say? Do you actually have a turret? Yes. Yeah.
Death or serious bodily injury?
No.
Why is our gun our first resort?
Panic button.
The reality is that policing is safe as it's ever been. So it doesn't match up to this disproportionate emphasis.
MFAO, maybe the difference is the entire goddamn populace is hostile to them. Wait, but how can the training be longer if you want to defund them? Turns out a presence of peace doesn't stop violent criminals. Yeah, dude, everyone's a violent criminal, dude. This is a really good way to fucking live life. Man, shut the fuck up. Listen, the reality is a lot of cops are just fat pieces of shit who were fucking bullies in high school or were bullied in fucking high school and now have a fucking crumb of authority and they're going to use that on you even though you're paying their fucking goddamn salary. They don't have to do shit. They have no fucking accountability. We do not have a civilian-led police department. We do not have any sort of fucking crumb of accountability for motherfuckers who can run around with a goddamn RPG and an AR-15 in your fucking cities and cause chaos. Their presence is not law and order. It's not creating or maintaining a presence of law and order. It's creating and maintaining a presence of lawlessness and disorder, okay? Especially considering whatever fucking neighborhood you're talking about. They'll be good to me. They'll be nice to me because I live in fucking West Hollywood, okay? I live in a nice house. But they certainly are not going to be fucking nice to you, especially if you're broke. Okay? That doesn't change the reality that you still pay for their fucking salaries. And I can't even sit here and be like, dude, we need to fix this. 1,000 people get murdered by cops a year. We need to fix that situation. And there's still dumbass juicers in the fucking chat going, no, they need to kill more. Everyone's hostile towards them. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you and your cop daddy who somehow didn't domestically abuse you because cops are significantly, at least 4 times more likely, according to a self-reported fucking study conducted back in the 90s before they stopped doing that, to domestically abuse their partners. The one fucking cop child who doesn't get slapped the shit out of by daddy is in here defending their fucking cop father. Shut the fuck up. You're right. Cops never get tried or held accountable for unjust uses of force. Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking idiotic? The one time that fucking Derek Chauvin... The one time where like a cop actually gets fucking held accountable, everyone is celebrating it like the system is fucking actually fixed. Are you stupid? 1,000 on the line murders that police officers engaged in. Holy fuck. I think you should take over use of force regulations with your deep understanding of police work. I should. It would be a much better fucking situation overall. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, I should. You should too. Well, not you, because you're a fucking idiot. But yes, that's my point. I do think that we should have a say in this. Absolutely. And it would be significantly better. So thank you for advocating for my position, you dumb bootlicking cuck idiot. It's just like, this is what happens when you live in a fucking conservative family. And this is like literally how, this is the kind of worldview that you have, you fucking dumbass. Then criminals that don't abide by the regulations have the deadliest weapons. Like, this man is throwing out straight up every single fucking conservative take. It's definitely a cop child. Okay, you can go restrain method out criminals using chokeholds, bro. Yeah, dude. We just showed you that cops don't fucking deal with method out criminals on a fucking daily basis or put themselves or their lives in danger. But in your mind, their lives are always on the line. They're always on the line. They're always in a threat. You're just like, you're so fucking broken and fundamentally flawed in your worldview that you can't see it outside of like what is directly in front of your fucking eyes. I just spent literally an hour describing to you that like cops propagandize about how fucking devastatingly scary their lives are. And you just came in here and you went, you're wrong. Everybody hates them.
SA.
Yeah. One day you will stop watching Steven Crowder videos and then maybe you can fucking, you know, see the world for what it actually is. Perhaps if cops didn't want to be fucking universally hated, they wouldn't be such dickhead dipshits. Ooh, a straw man too. We're getting complex now. Do you ever use critical thinking or logic when disagreeing with your viewers or just ad hominem? Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to debate a fucking 14-year-old who does not know his ass from his elbow on fucking Thanksgiving, dude. Look at this guy. The ad hominem is straw man. I got you. I said the straw man. You, dude, you're literally a juucer. You sound like XQC when he's like, you're doing, what did he say? Instead of a non sequitur, what was he saying? I mean, XQC is actually an empathetic person and an actual smart person. That's the difference between him and this fucking idiot. But, oh, he said you're doing a nonchalant.
That we place when we're constantly telling officers.
I love that we relegated back to like 2014 era, like, you know, neck-bearded YouTube essayist, anti-SJW YouTube essayist fucking lines like, actually, you're doing non sequiturs and, you know, you don't have the good appropriate logic.
That at any moment they can be murdered, at any moment that they can be killed.
We brought these critiques to the director of Utah's Post program, Scott Stevenson.
Is it possible?
All this talk, but who do you call when you're in trouble? Ghostbusters, motherfucker. That's who you should call. They're fake, but also it doesn't even matter because ultimately, what the fuck do cops do when you're in trouble, dude? Seriously. Oh yeah, dude. I love calling the cops when I'm in trouble so they can come fucking 45 minutes later and be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. You're fucked, okay? And I say this as someone, I'm gonna tell you something. I say this as someone who has stalkers. I say this as someone who actively has people trying to murder him. I say this as someone who routinely gets death threats. The reality is, and I've been to the West LA Police Department, which Casey Neistat actually loves. And when talking to them about very real threats that are being made to my life, they basically said, listen, brother, you're on your own. Go get a gun. That's what a fucking cop told me. And that is the reality. You are technically on your own. That's why a lot of Americans do actually fucking feel this way, that they need guns and shit. Okay? A cop dove in front of a penis and saved me from sexual assault. He took that penis from me. Cop saved me. Yeah, exactly. People do think that. So I bought a fucking turret. You know what I mean?
That by training with worst case scenarios,
you saw his Twitter today, right? Who is his
with
Twitter?
A heightened sense of paranoia, seeing threats where there might not actually be threats.
I think it's a valid
Casey Neistat. Yeah,
observation, but I do not believe so. How would you want us to train? If
not like the way you are currently. Not the way you are training them currently. I want cops to be good, man. I do. They're supposed to be an incredibly necessary fucking part of living in a civilized society, okay? Except they just don't. They don't do it. They don't, like, the way that it's currently designed, their entire goal and entire purpose is to fucking brutalize poor people at the behest of rich people, at the behest of capital, okay? And they all look like thumbs from Spy Kids, which is ridiculous, but
if those situations are so infrequent, do you want somebody going in without any type of experience at all? And if so, how do you expect them to perform? We put officers in ugly situations. We really do. And then we expect it to be perfect every time. If I can teach them in that situation where the potential outcome is a shooting, then maybe they'll try to avoid it.
shooting should always be the absolute last resort, dude. I'm not even fucking stating that there aren't, I'm not saying that there aren't cases where you have to shoot. Like, of course there are. Of course. But you have to de-escalate. Some people, more people will get even killed. But that's the difference between, like, you know, or more people get grazed, shot, whatever, put themselves in the fucking line of duty. But that's the job, motherfucker. That's literally the job. If you want me to venerate and if you want me to celebrate cops, then you have to do the things that Hollywood claims cops do, okay? Solve crimes, okay? Put your fucking life on the line. Stop shooting people and then asking questions later. Jesus Christ, dude. You know? A Twitch streamer's job is to run the top of the hour ads, okay? At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. My job is to fucking run it. You live in Hollywood, we get it. Yeah. Exactly. And I tell you, like, you know, if you don't want to catch that ad break, all you need to do is subscribe. And you can subscribe for $5 or you can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month. You can also, I don't know, expect a gifty from, you know, big fucking whalers in the chat like Dominic over here. Did I miss Jank already? Fuck. No, he's back. I'm going to bring him in again, and then we're going to keep debating, okay? But here's the ad break now.
Pog.
But yeah. Firefighters risk their lives. Police must as well, especially when they're given so much power over us. It's only fair. Yeah, literally, like. I've solved the final problem of abolition. If we abolish the police and you get robbed, I will personally come to your house, take notes, and then get in the car and drive away and never see you again. You can even pay me. So that part is really stupid. Just because the current way that it doesn't fucking work, that just because that's the current way it works doesn't mean that, like, it's a completely unnecessary thing. Okay? Even the presence of police is supposed to create an environment of safety. Okay? It doesn't, especially if you're in a poor neighborhood. T. Banu, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, and Mother of Doggins, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That doesn't mean that there isn't a need for it. It's like libertarians arguing against fucking courts. You know what I mean? You have to have courts, and you have to have a regulatory mechanism, and you have to have someone who fucking enforces the rule of the courts. Okay? I don't want to fucking create society piece by piece for some of you who cannot comprehend, like, any sort of centralized figure of authority, any sort of regulatory mechanism, because you have, like, you know, a bad case of fucking libertarian brain or something. Abolition is not arguing against courts. No, dude. No, I'm saying some anarchists who argue about police abolition, who misunderstand the point of other anarchists who still believe that there is need for some sort of, like, organized unit of individuals who do create a presence of law and order, who do actually still, like, try to solve crimes and shit. But there are some anarchists who don't read and literally fucking just think it means, like, abolishing the police force in its entirety and not having anything. So to them, I say, you sound like fucking libertarians who want to abolish the court system. Anyway. Jordan Peterson says Marxism equals starvation. Hell yeah,
I'm thankful
dude.
for all the bitches in my life.
That's
You're
what I'm
all the
talking
best.
about. So, no, you haven't read anything. I think you need to learn about behaviorist as well as computational psychology. No, you haven't read anything on neuropsychology. Oh, is this the fucking anarchist Andy that I yelled at earlier? I'm from Pakistan, dumbass. Hey, man, look at my history. I think you understand the ML take, but I'm a behaviorist, so all I see is behavior as learned and within materialist analysis. And maybe because you're from Pakistan that you have a hard time comprehending. Yeah, dude, we'll behavior our way out of we'll behavior our way out of it. Dude, all material conditions are not all the material inequality is not going to be solved, okay? So in the process, because I do recognize that the overwhelming majority of crime, before we reach like, people with psychopathic disorders or antisocial personality disorders that cause them to do crimes and whatnot, before we get to that, the overwhelming majority of crime is created in a condition, created as a cause of the material conditions that people are subjected to, that they grow into, okay? I get that. So yes, if you solve that, you solve a big fucking chunk of the crime. I get it. But leading up to that, and even after we're done with that, there are still going to be people who want to do crime, okay? By the way, thank you, Anorak Stag, for the 50 gifted subs. And XQC4 for the 5 gifted subs. I said, you got it. I'm not sure why you're arguing with me, because you said it's lib shit to say I'm not in favor of like full-blown abolition, because there's always still going to be fucking people that, there's still going to be issues that we cannot solve. Okay? Wait, how does antisocial behavior equals crime? What? I mean, I sit in my room all day? No, dude. No. What I'm talking about is not you sitting in your room all day. I'm talking about personality disorders like psychopathy and like people that have violent urges, like pedophilia. There are different kinds of disorders that have, that cause people to behave in like violent ways. They say antisocial, but it's asocial. Anyway, regardless, I'm pretty sure it's antisocial, not asocial. Oh, chatter is asocial, not antisocial. Yes, I'm correct. Chatter is wrong. Anyway, so regardless, the point I'm trying to make here always is that like there is going to be a need for whatever the fuck cops are supposed to do in like the Hollywood movies, the way that they present themselves. Okay, there's a need for that. And they're not doing that right now. They're not solving any of those things. They're not working to solve any of those things. They're doing the opposite in a lot of